Hey, what's up everybody? It's Nick from Rise Up Sports and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks to be specific, and what they did this offseason. As you can see, I have my reaction therapy merch on right here. Show you that right there. Yeah, so if you don't know, I am a part of Reaction Therapy, another YouTube channel, and I run it. I'm the co-owner of it, and my father is the one who makes the videos, and I edit and do all the work behind the scenes for it. I'm also on the podcast with Tom, and yeah, so check Reaction Therapy out if you haven't already. I will probably be wearing this merch a lot in these videos until I get my own merch. So any merch ideas, definitely drop them down below. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about the Atlanta Hawks and what they did. So to start off, let me just say I love the Hawks as a team. They're my second favorite NBA team. And I know as a reactor, y'all are going to probably hate me because I have two favorite teams. As you can see behind me, possibly Houston is my number one team. And then the Atlanta Hawks are my second favorite NBA team. So I really love what they did this offseason. I'm going to be as unbiased as possible in this video, by the way. I believe they did really well. They got Dejounte Murray, who is a great young player from the Spurs, for basically draft picks because you gave away Danilo Gallinari. Not going to do a whole lot for you. He was good in their playoff run against the Sixers, but a couple of years ago, but that's about all. And he's older now. And then you gave away some picks, and those picks hopefully won't be valuable because you'll be good. That's what they're going for. They got Dejounte Murray. They had to give away Kevin Huerter, which, sucks, and they didn't get a whole lot back for him, which was kind of weird. I'm not sure about that. And I don't know what's going on. I mean, you still have John Collins on your roster. You still have Clint Capella on your roster, two guys that have been rumored in a lot of different trades. Not sure what you're going to do with that. I mean, John Collins apparently has wanted out for a while this offseason, and I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I mean, will John Collins play if he doesn't get traded by the end, or is he not going to play and hold out? I mean, hopefully you can get a player in return for him. I think the market would be big for him. I think a lot of teams would want him. And then Clint Capella, the same thing. I think a lot of teams would want him. Well, in my last video, I talked about, the Phoenix Suns and kind of how I think KD might end up there and they might have to give DeAndre Ayton back in a sign and trade. If that happens, then the Suns, what if they went out and got Capella? I mean, that's very possible they could do that because Chris Paul has played with Capella. They know each other. And then you would have a real good team of Paul, Booker, Durant, and Capella on the team. Like, that would be a really, really good team if you could go out and get a Capella or even a John Collins for that matter. I would go Capella if I were the Suns, though, just because he's a better defender. But I really, really believe that one of the two will get traded, Capella or John Collins. I really love John Collins, and I don't want to see him go. And obviously, I like Capella because he was in Houston for a while. That's where he started his career. But I think John Collins definitely has more trade value right now, and I think he will get moved by the end of the offseason, but I don't know where. I think Boston could use him, but I don't know what they would give up. And I think their roster's kind of complete. I don't think they need to really make any drastic moves. I think Grant Williams is that perfect four for you. And even you can now with the addition of Malcolm Brogdon to the Celtics, you don't really need anybody else in your starting lineup, and I don't think Collins would come off the bench for a team. So I don't know. I mean, it's really interesting to see what's going to play out with that. I like Collins. Maybe he could go to like the 76ers. Maybe if Tobias Harris I know he's been rumored to getting moved. Maybe the Hawks could use Tobias Harris to be a kind of a veteran four, and then you just swap Tobias Harris and John Collins, and the Sixers send you back Matisse Thybulle and Tobias Harris for John Collins or something like that. I like that for the Hawks a lot. You could run a rotation of Trae Young, Dejounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, Tobias Harris, and either Clint Capella or Nikola Okongwu if you want to do that. And then I really like that for the Sixers too, because then you get John Collins and you could run a Harden, Maxey, you would have to give away Thibault. So you could either run Collins at 3, or you could figure out your 3. Maybe, not even sure who they would run at the 3. But then you have whoever at 3, Collins, and then Embiid. I like Collins on the Sixers too. I think that would be a good pairing with Embiid, especially because Harden and Collins are more offensive guys, and then Embiid can be your anchor kind of center. I think Tobias Harris just didn't give you enough offense, and I think Collins could provide more of that, and also just a hustle play. But I don't know. I think Collins will get moved. But if he doesn't, I would love to see him stay on the Hawks. I think he could definitely be a help. And I think with the team they have constructed now, I think they can make a pretty deep run in the East next year. I mean, Dejounte Murray is a perfect combo guard who can't really shoot, but you don't need to shoot when you have Trae Young on your team. Like, you don't need to shoot. DeAndre Hunter can shoot. Collins can shoot. Capella can't, obviously. But you don't need any more shooting, in my opinion, for the Hawks. Like, Dejounte Murray, to be that defensive guard that you have, is all you need, in my opinion. So that's my opinion on kind of the Hawks. I think they're in a really good spot, but it kind of depends. It's kind of TBD because you don't know where Collins is going to end up. You don't know if Capella is going to get traded. It's just kind of one of those things we got to wait and see on. But for right now, I've loved like what the Hawks have done. And I mean, you drafted AJ Griffin too, one of my favorite players coming out of college this year. He can be a backup wing, and I think that's a perfect fit for him. So we'll see. I'm interested to see right now. I definitely think they will make the playoffs, whether it's a 6 seed or if they'll be a play-in team. I could see them definitely being a play-in team, maybe a 7-8 seed. But I also could see them as high as a 5. You know, we'll see what Toronto does. We'll see if Toronto could land KD. That would be interesting. But if not, I think they're better than Toronto, and I think Toronto and Atlanta are kind of those two teams that are teetering around the play-in tournament or being a 6 seed. And so I think that those two will probably end up being the 6th and 7th seed this year. But we'll see. This is all really early to predict any of this, but I'm interested to see what will happen. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to Reaction Therapy. Also follow all the links that you see on the screen up there, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter for Rise Up Sports. And just go like and subscribe to this video. That'd be awesome. So I appreciate y'all. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.